Hello, thank you for joining me today. I'm so grateful to have you here. I hope that you're feeling happy and healthy today. So I'm recording this on the 1st of December and I can't believe that it's December. I don't know about you, but it's been such a surreal year, hasn't it? And I'm glad that it's nearly over, and I'm the sort of person who usually enjoys every day and tries to make the most of every moment, but I will be glad to see the back of 2020. Now, there seems to be some light at the end of this horrible pandemic tunnel, and people are feeling very confident about vaccines and things, so hopefully next year lives will start to return to normal a little bit. But there are obviously going to be things that are in our control and things that are not in our control. So I think I want to focus today a bit on the things that are in our control, things we can think about to plan, to set a few goals, and actually to make 2021 the best year it possibly can be for you. So here are some things to think about. If you haven't already got a notepad or a journal or a piece of paper, you might want to grab one just so that you can write a few of these things down. So you can press pause on the video if you want to do that. Otherwise, we'll carry on. So let's think about your life holistically. If you think, where do I want to be this time next year? At the end of 2021, where do I want to be in all areas of my life? So it's very easy for people to focus in on one particular area. So you might say, I want to be in a new job because I really hate my job. And if that's you, I feel you. I've been there. I've been stuck in dead-end jobs. That's definitely something to go on your list. But what about the rest of your life? So sometimes people find that if they focus too much on one area, say their career or maybe their relationship, then the other areas suffer because you're putting so much effort and energy into improving one area that you forget about the rest. So you could end up this time next year that your career is great, but maybe your relationship's not quite as good. So first of all, there's your health. I think health has to be the first thing that you ever look at when you're setting goals, because if you don't have good energy and you're not feeling positive and capable of doing whatever it is you need to do, then nothing else matters, does it? So your physical health, do you want to lose weight or gain weight or maintain weight? Do you want to be fitter? Do you want to take up any particular sports or activities or hobbies in the area of health? And then also focusing on your mental health. So we all know that to be fit, we need to go to the gym or we need to go running or do some exercise and eat well. But what about your mental well-being? What are you doing to look after that in 2021? And there's loads of tips and tools and inspiration and ideas on my website if you need some help in that area. The next one is your financial situation. So where would you like to be this time next year in regards to that? Would you like to be about the same? Would you like to be earning more? Would you like to have cleared some debt perhaps, or just be managing your money better? So have a think about that. It's fine if there's no goal to set there. Maybe you're completely fine where you are financially, in which case move on to the next category, which is your career or your business. So maybe you love your job, in which case, again, maybe it's just that you want to maintain that and keep that job, or maybe you want to improve things at work a little bit. But if it's going really well, that's fine. If not, is it that you need to find a new job? Do you want to set up your own business? What is it that would make you feel fulfilled in that area? Think about it and set some goals. And it doesn't mean that this time next year you'll be running this £1 million business, but it could be that you're taking steps towards it. It could be that by this time next year you've started your business. So think about where you want to be this time next year in terms of career and work. Next is relationships. So when I talk about relationships, I mean, first of all, romantically. So if you're single, do you want to find someone? If you do, that could be something that you put on your list of things that you want to achieve next year, is finding the right person. If you're already in a relationship, how are you going to keep the romance alive, the spark there? How are you going to consciously let your partner know how much they mean to you? How are you going to have fun together and grow as a couple? And then talking about relationships in the wider world as well, what about your friends? It's been very difficult to maintain friendships this year. What are you going to do next year to make sure that the people who are important to you are still in your life, that you can keep in touch with them? Same with your family members. So think about all your relationships in your life and where do you want to be this time next year? What are you consciously going to do to take care of those people that mean something to you? The next one is your environment. So by environment, I mean the places that you spend the most time. So it could be work, it could also, well, it will definitely be your home. So maybe you're already in your dream home, maybe not. Is there something you want to do around your home? Maybe you want to declutter or redecorate. Maybe you want to move house. Maybe you need to do something in your garden or backyard. Maybe it's that you're not actually in the location you want to be. So have a think about that. Think about where you want to be in your environment. What do you want to do next year to make sure that you're in a safe space, a calming space, a place that you love? Have a think about that one. Then fun and hobbies. So we don't often set goals, do we, on fun and hobbies, but actually we can get so caught up in work, and then socializing with people that we're seeing, and then doing your chores and your house and taking care of things. And actually, when are you making time for you? So is there a hobby or something fun you would like to do? Maybe you'd like to travel if you're able. Maybe you'd like to have some days out or plan a great staycation. Maybe you'd like to take up something you've always fancied doing. What did you enjoy doing as a child? Maybe you could get back into that now. Maybe there's a hobby that you've neglected about this year, or maybe there's a new hobby you've been doing and you want to get even better at it. So have a think about that, how much fun and the hobbies that you're going to have next year. How are you going to make time for it? How are you going to schedule time for you and your fun life that you're going to create? Then what about your personal growth? So I've heard a lot of people say growth is life. And if we're not growing, then we're dying. And if we're not learning new things, then we can get bored, we can get unhappy. So is there something you'd like to learn next year? And maybe there is something you'd like to learn and it fits into one of those other categories that I just mentioned. Or maybe there's just, you've always wanted to learn Italian, or you've always wanted to learn how to knit, and that would fit into your hobbies one that I said earlier. Or maybe you've always wanted to learn a skill that will help you with your career. So what do you want to learn? How are you going to grow next year personally? And then the last one is about contribution and kindness. So it's been proven that people who focus on personal growth and then the contribution side of their lives are usually happiest. So how are you going to contribute towards society? Did you want to volunteer for a charity? Did you want to help out someone that you know that needs help? How are you going to show random acts of kindness? How are you going to step up and do nice things for the people that matter to you? So that's just another area to really have a think about and think, actually, how can I be the best version of me next year? How can I step up and be kind and contribute towards either society or at least the world that I live in and the people that I know? So I hope that's given you a very quick introduction into how to make 2021 excellent for you. Now, I hope that you found this video useful. If you did, then please share it with someone who might need it. Please give it a thumbs up and please comment below and let me know what you thought. I run a Facebook group called Live Your Best Life with Sarah, where there's lots of motivational things and inspirational things and discussion in there about living your best life. So please come and check that out if you'd like. And I hope that I will see you again soon. I'm sure I'll make another video before Christmas. But until then, I hope that you have a fabulous December and thank you so much for watching. Thank you.